Hi, beautiful people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I just am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives and teach us how to become spiritual beings. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick little message. Hopefully I can get this under 15 minutes. Dear God, guardian angels, ancestors, what information do you deem worthy for us to hear at this time? To help bring heaven on earth, or just to I guess I'll just keep these over there. Help bring heaven on earth, or what you deem worthy for us to hear at this time. Please allow no room for doubt, confusion in me or the viewers' mind. God, I pray, Ashe. So no cards popped out, but underneath this is, at the bottom of the deck, is my body regenerates and release toxins with ease. Just letting you know, angel number 104, that your body is an amazing mechanism. It knows what to do. If you're in a hospital, if you ever watch any hospital shows, they always talk about how sometimes you can just let the, if you get out the way or if you give the body rest, the body can actually repair itself. And actually, for some reason, while I'm thinking about this card, and this is Debbie's Karma Bliss cards. When I'm seeing this card, for some reason, I'm thinking about when I just recently did this healing event, and this lady was talking about how she was doing a water cleanse, and she was just talking about how most yogis only eat for 6 days, and on the 7th day they allow their body to rest. And she was saying that a lot of the time, because we eat so much, our body is not able to do the natural process of releasing toxins and really processing the food. So if you take that 7th day off, it kind of gives your body the chance to do it. And that was the first time I ever heard somebody speak about fasting, not in a way of food restriction, but really talking about how it can help your body. So maybe God is bringing it up because maybe we need to do some fasting. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm not a big fan on fasting. I mean, clearly, I have weight issues, so I don't like being told, I don't like restrictions. But for some reason, when she mentioned it that way, it did make me consider maybe I'll do a fast every now and then, not even maybe I may do a fast. I was thinking if I start doing these yoga classes and they start picking up, I may just start eating doing a fast every 7th day or whatever. So to give my body some rest and to be more clear. But anyways, the other two cards that came out that actually popped out is I live my life courageously and passionately, finding joy in everything I do. This is I love this because it looks like it's a heart, but it also has flowers coming out of it. And I think this is just pretty much God just telling us that when we live our life with passion and joy, the universe, angel number 313, will find a way to just, help you out. I actually was recently retweeted. Somebody had retweeted this picture. This clip of Bernie Mac, and he was talking about how he hates people who do things for money. And he explained how he only did comedy because he loved it, and then the money will come. And somebody had reposted and was yeah, but I need this money though. And I reposted, and I was just saying the part is low key. The heart is the biggest magnet field. If you look at things, remember I told you guys, this is an energetic world. Everything deals in energy and vibration. And the heart is the biggest generator. So if you do things from your heart, which means when your heart is in it, you not even manifest, you vibrate differently. You vibrate probably stronger and faster. That's why things quickly come to them, because the heart is the biggest generator. But when you do things for your mind, the mind is not as powerful as the heart. And so that's why you have to do twice as much effort. But when you do things just from the heart, just from the pure love of it, it just easily comes to you. The next thing that came out is I walk through my life with intuitive compassion and release any energy that binds me to the past. And honestly, with these cards of walking in your passion, leaving things behind in your past, along with knowing that your body can release toxins, for some reason, this is really giving me this idea about the power of yoga and the power of movement. As I told you guys before, everything in this world, we are I guess I really don't even know how to describe it. Okay, so when we have unresolved trauma in our body, I truly believe that our body keeps it stored in our body. And so, like, it turns into, like, a physical ailment. And so, like, say, for example, my grandma, I feel like because, like, she lost her mama really young, and because, like, she just learned to be, like, this people pleaser, she really didn't, like, speak her truth a lot. And, like, she started smoking cigarettes, which was, like, a way for her to, you know, like, she felt like, I don't know, she said she was smoking cigarettes since she was 12 or something. But I feel like her not speaking her truth, eventually it manifested into, like, yeah, she was smoking cigarettes, but it manifested into lung cancer. And, like, my other grandma, I think she ended up having, like, heart something. Like, it's because my granddaddy died. Like, it's just, like, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm just trying to say, matter of fact, hold on. Pause. Where is this book at? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this book. Where is the book? I just bought it. Story structure. Oh, here it is. So, this is what I'm trying to say. Page number 644 without saying it. The bodies keep score. Brain, mind, and body. The healing of trauma. Let me just see. All right, let's see if we can just open up and find something to read. See, this is why I haven't even started reading this book yet, because it's like really, really, it's like a for real book. I'm sorry, it's like a textbook. I need to say a real book. It's like a textbook. Let's see. Evolutions in understanding mind and brain. The greater the doubt, the greater the awakening. The smaller the doubt, the smaller the awakening. No doubt, no awakening. You live through that little piece of time that is yours, but that piece of time is not only your life, it's the summing of all the other lives that are simultaneously with yours. What you are is an expression of history. All right. I can't. Agent number 811. I'm not a scientist. All I can tell y'all is that intuitively, I feel like when we do not resolve issues from our past, it stays in our body and it stays stuck in it. But there are different techniques. Yoga is a form of transmuting pain. I told y'all about EFT tapping, breathing, going to do hot yoga that gets the toxins out, doing like drumming, dancing. Like, I feel like the reason why people tell us to do movement is not just so that you can be thin, it's so that you can transmute this stuff and get it out of your body. But when it stays stuck in your body, that's why we stay bind to our past. But if only we could just courageously move forward, trust our body, trust the information that it's giving us, address the pain when it's coming up, and move forward. Like, I don't even want to like go into this book, but what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that your body is like, if you don't, sometimes the pain that you're feeling in your body is not necessarily pain because of an ailment. Like, I actually have this chart. I did this whole like class or this talk or whatever, where I was talking about how there's literally a diagram that shows you that when there's certain pain in your body, it's like related to an emotional trauma, an emotional wound. And so this message is just coming out because God is just letting you know that I think it's important for us to realize that, you know, movement is not just for the sake of movement, fasting, all that stuff is not just for the sake of, for your wellness and your, because you're trying to look thin or, something like that. Like, it's because you really have to move these toxins, remove this stuff from your past out of your body. But I'm gonna stop, because I feel like I'm just rambling on. That's what I get. I'm actually gonna go ahead and go here. God, clarify this message of my body regenerates. Actually, nope, I'm not gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. God, what are you trying to get us to understand about my body regenerates and releases toxins with ease? Also, I feel like what this message is also saying, respect your body. Your body has done so much for you. But these two cards are what popped out, which is I live courageously and passionately, finding joy in everything I do. I walk through life with intuitive compassion and release any energy that binds me to the past. That, again, this is what this toxin stuff coming out is. That's what God is saying. For some of you guys, you may need to start doing yoga, and when you're doing your yoga, saying mantras of I am releasing my past. I am no longer tied to my past. Making that conscious effort to really get that out of your system. Because when you do that, then it'll help you on your walk. A lot of the times we're not walking towards our goals because of stuff from our past. And the reason why we're stuck in our past is because we haven't done the work physically or emotionally to move through that trauma of our past. And so that's why God is saying it's so important for you to address it. And to heal it. Sometimes I say the best healing that can happen is on a yoga mat. Whenever I cry on a yoga mat, I be so happy because I feel like I'm really releasing some shit, because it's tucked into our hips and all of that stuff. Low key, I feel like this message is just God telling y'all to come to my yoga class. Come do yoga with me. All right. Anyways, my body releases toxins with ease. I live courageously and passionately, finding joy in everything I do, and I walk through with intuitive compassion and release any energy from my past. God, what are you just trying to get us to understand? Ancestors, guardian angels, beings of light, what does this message has to do? Why is it so important for us to move our body? Why is it so important to release energy physically and mentally? Allow no room for doubt and confusion. It's not only about being right, and love is the reason. It's not only about being right, and love is the reason. That still don't make sense. It's not only about being right, and love is the reason. Yeah, I just feel like this message is God telling us, it's, love is the reason. It's not only about being right. I think that's why God is saying you have to address the stuff from your past and actually move beyond it, because if you don't address it, then you can't get the lesson from it. And so that's why he's saying to address it, because it's not about being right. Because I think sometimes we don't avoid stuff. We don't look at stuff in the past because we are, judging ourselves, or we're being we recognize that we weren't our best self. And sometimes because we weren't our best self, we just don't want to think about it because we know that we fucked up, or we know we said some shady shit. But God is saying that the reason that you're going back in your past is not is not because you're trying to see who is right and who is wrong. You're doing it for love. You're doing it because you need to be able to get these lessons that happened in your past so that you can courageously and passionately move forward and walk through your life with intuitive compassion. Because the reason why you're not able to walk with intuitive compassion right now is because you're so stuck in your past. That takes us back to this message of your body and the toxins. It's because you're just still, because you haven't moved anything. Like, say you're literally not moving physically and you're mentally not moving forward. Like, all of this is keeping you stuck in the past, and that's why you can't trust your instinct. That's why you can't listen to your intuition. And that's why you feel like your heart is not in it. But when you do address it, realize that it's not about you being right or you being wrong. Knowing that it's only about love, then you can consciously move forward with ease. All right, I'm done. I'm not going to say anything else. I am going to go ahead, God, clarify this message of my body. What are you trying to get us to understand about? The love is the reason. It's not about being right. Why is it so important for us to address our past issues so that we can move forward? The two cards that came out is the Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands. The Ace of Wands reverse Ace of Wands is all about a brand new, passionate beginning. I like this one because it's like literally like this, like it's like she's learning a new skills. Look, this like a little light coming reflected off of it. To me, that always means spirit. So it's like a brand new beginning that's inspired by spiritual insight. And the reason why you can't get that, this came out reverse, is because you don't trust your intuition. And the reason why you can't trust your intuition is because you haven't moved your body and your heart isn't in it. So that's why God is saying it's so important for you to address your past, because then you can build steadier foundations. Look, this is Ace of Wands reverse with the Four of Wands. If this was upright, then God is saying he's giving you a brand new beginning to help you build a steady foundation. But the reason this being reversed, meaning that he can't give you a brand new beginning to build a new foundation, because you're not willing to walk in your past, because you don't really have that intuitive insight, because your body is just so clogged into the past and all the shit you've been through. So honestly, what I feel like this message is saying is that, you know, looking at your past is not just for looking at your past, doing exercises, doing fasting, all of that shit is not just doing it because it's the right thing to do or because you're trying to be holier than thou, but you really have to do these things to become a whole and a healed person. I also feel like God is saying he wants us to start moving our body more so that we can release some of that energy. Because with these two messages coming out together, I'm sorry, I can't let it go. Angel number 1620. Like these two messages coming out together with my body release toxins with ease. And then this, I release the energy that binds me from my past. Is letting me know that this is blocked. Like this is not happening. That's why this came out reverse. Because you're so stuck in your past. But for you guys that's not stuck in your past, I feel like, you know, you're doing the right thing. You're like me. You're doing your yoga. You're doing your breathing exercises. You're doing your morning pages. You're doing all of these things to release your past. And that's eventually going to get you to this brand new beginning. It's going to let you see your power, the Princess of Pentacles. So this is, again, God is saying the reason why you don't see your power is because you're so binding your past. But if you can do the work to transmute your past, then you can see your power and you can build stuff on a new foundation. All right, I'm done. I'm not going to say this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and end this with the Sufi and get y'all on up out of here. To clarify, this message is all about us knowing that, you know, a lot of us are stuck to our past because we haven't done that physically and emotional work. And once we start doing that physical and emotional work, whether that is, and the reason why I'm saying physical is because, you know, sweating allows that toxins also to get out. Like, I'm just trying to get you guys to understand that, like, sometimes when you like really, have you ever been like really fucked up and like really having a tough day and then you just go do like yoga or something, or you just go do something to transmute that and then your energy is totally different? That's what God is trying to get you to understand. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you haven't moved in a very, very long time. And God is just saying just a little bit of movement is going to get you to start feeling a little bit better, make you feel more confident in your body. And when you feel more confident in your body, you will start trusting yourself, trusting those intuitive messages that you get, and then you can move in the direction of your dreams. But right now, a lot of you guys are so stuck in your head, and that's just because you're so bind in your past. So that's why God is saying get out of your head and get into your body. Okay, I'm done. I feel like that's the message. I feel like I finally got the message. Okay, God, clarify this message of my body regenerates toxins with ease. I walk through life with intuitive compassion. I live my life courageously. Love is the reason. It's not only about being right. The Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands. Again, Wands talk all about passion and manifesting something into reality. These cards flew out, so I'm going to take it. The first card that came out is listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. This is the card we're going to focus on. The next card that came out is conceal power, give birth to the wonder of revelations. This is just saying that there's some stuff that's you have been thinking about, some stuff that has been penetrating in your mind, and God is asking you, like, you've been having visions about how powerful you can be. You've been having visions about how your life could be. But when God is saying, once you can listen to this advice of actually moving, getting out of your head and getting into your body, then you'll be able to see your power. The last message that came out is determination. Perseverance lead to fortune. And this is for you guys that have been doing the work, that have been consciously trying to live courageously, live passionately, taking that effort. God is saying all of that eventually is going to lead off, that eventually is going to pay off and take you beyond your ego. Surrender to the flow of life. And so this is what this is all about. I'm going to read this message of listen to advice, but this is ultimately what this underlying this message. God is trying to get you to go beyond your mind. I keep telling y'all in your head, you got to go beyond your mind, get beyond your ego, and drop into your body. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've been having those intuitive hits to move your body, but you have been understanding why it's so important. Maybe you've been thinking, oh, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't know. You don't have to go to the gym. Go walk in the street. Go on YouTube. There are plenty of yoga classes here. You don't have to put yourself out there, but you have to listen to that information that is coming to you from the inside and just surrender to the flow of life. If you do that, you will see your power. You will become the Princess of Cups, and it will ultimately end you to the ultimate Ten of Cups. And you'll be with the King of Cups. You'll be emotionally fulfilled. You'll be emotionally fulfilled. The cups deal with feel emotional. Ten of Cups. Look at that. That's all these cups being poured into one. So God is saying you could take your passion, Princess. Look, you literally go from the Princess of Cups to the King of Cups, because you're seeing your power. And the cups is all about doing something that you love. You're emotionally connected to it. You're emotionally in love to it. Again, going back to this message of passion. But let me go ahead and read this one final message. Listen to advice. We haven't had the Sufis in a while. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. Guidance is necessary to find your path. Don't enter the ocean blinded by pride. A guide is a shelter in your search. The road is long and you are blind. Your guide keeps watch over the way. Altar. An important aspect of Sufi wisdom is following the guidance of a master or prayer. A Sufi wayfarer cannot make a journey without the guidance of the prayer, who points the way towards certain paths that he or his predecessors have traveled. Altar is guiding you here to listen to the advice of those who come from the heart. A person who is connected with the heart is totally free and truly wants to share that freedom with the whole world. Sufi wisdom is with you, tingling in your heart and singing in the sails of your being. Divine guidance is coming your way to remove uncertainty about an issue in your life. Soon, clouds of uncertainty will lift and love will guide you to meet the secrets within you. Even if up to now you have handled just about every facet of your life, you are currently facing a challenge that requires you help from a wiser and more experienced source. Beloved soul, your confusion over this matter is not caused by any negative reason, but rather by your lack of experience in dealing with such issues. The guidance that you will receive is going to bring you fulfillment because you are now forced to grow, to gain new insight, and to further develop your character. Follow that sacred offering and know that all is indeed for your benefit. Angel number 2320. And so again, the heart literally came out and it said, listen to somebody from the heart. And I'm not saying you have to listen to me, but I do feel like you should listen to the information from your heart. And maybe there has been some people telling you should get out more, you should move, you should do this. Listen to it. Listen to your body. Listen to the stuff that it's telling you, because it's ultimately ending you to your ultimate end goal. Also, there was also something that says, clouds of uncertainty will soon lift and you will be guided to meet the secrets within you. Going back to, again, you're not able to get that intuitive message because you haven't moved your body. And so I feel like for some of you guys, honestly, this is just throwing out there. It may be like me. You may go to a workout class and then all of a sudden that leads you to an opportunity. All I can say is you need to listen to the advice on your heart. Listen to whatever your heart is telling you. All right, your mantra for this week is, I commit to asking for advice in matters in which I lack experience. I will seek the advice of those who come from the heart. I will commit to asking for advice in matters in which I lack experience. I will seek the advice of those who come from the heart. I will commit to asking for advice in matters in which I lack experience. I will seek the advice of those who come from the heart. And the last thing I want to say for you guys is that right now we're kind of going through a very turbulent time in our world. There's a lot of hate being skewed. The Supreme Court is literally trying to take us back into the old times. And so there may be a lot of people who are fear mongering and who may be telling you, you know, I just want you guys to be mindful of what you give your energy into. Make sure that you're giving your energy into people who are speaking the truth. Don't, if you listen to anybody, even me, and I put fear in your heart, turn me off. I am not for you. We are not on the same wavelength. But listen to people who feed you, and who truly talks about uplifting you and giving your power into you and not to them. Okay, don't give your power away. Not during this time. God is saying, if you just trust yourself, trust your body, trust the information that's going on the inside, it will ultimately link you to your ultimate end goal, and you will see your power. All right, y'all. That's all the messages I have for you. I will see you next week. If you made it to the end of this message, give me a thumbs up. If you made it to the end of this message, you are not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. I promise y'all, I'm about to try to do better. But it may be I don't know. I may not be able to make it through Cancer season. I may have to wait until we go into Leo season to get back on my flow. But I want you guys to know I am going to make a conscious effort to try to do better and to, to confidently walk in my purpose. And hopefully, if you're in the Detroit area, you can come to one of my yoga classes. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.